Hello, everybody. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Once again, we're in Jon Ruda's Cascadia 125 today. Going to fire it up with this Detroit Diesel 15. Very nice. Let's get our lights on and our four-ways. And we're taking used packaging here from Walmart in Colorado Springs up to Sidney, Nebraska today. All right, let's push our brakes in so we don't have to listen to those anymore. Put this thing into gear and start rolling forward. Getting used to the clutch more and more in 160. It is a little bit of a learning curve, but it's not too bad. I'm also not running a wheel cam today, so we're just taking in the sights and the sounds of this truck in particular as we get on out of here from behind this Walmart. I've been wanting to get, back into doing some company runs. We were doing a lot of owner-operator stuff, and I wanted to do some company stuff, and I saw the CR England skin on this one. I was like, you know what? Let's do that. I don't think I've ever done a CR England with a Walmart trailer, and that's a pretty common one on the roadways today. I'm also trying out a brand new traffic mod, and I'll show it at the end of the video which one I'm using, but it's supposed to add a lot more traffic in a more realistic behavior. I found that even with traffic set at 3, it was just being way too sparse on the roads. It was like really dense, in intersections and stuff, but not on the highways, which was kind of strange. Get around this way. All right, wonderful. Hopefully y'all are having a great weekend so far. I sure am. Good to be back at American Truck Sim and in Ruda's Cascadia. We're gonna make a right turn up here, and this should get us over to 25 and we take that north, I believe. Yes. It's one of these lights where we're not going to be able to see it until we're not going to be able to see this thing. That's all right. All right, we got the green. Let's get on out of here. And you see we are using the Jon Ruda trailer pack as well here today as we hop on Highway 25. Going north to 25. Yes, yes, yes. Using a 13 speed today instead of an 18. I normally like to use an 18, but you know what? We got a 13, and it's doing just fine so far. Just can split the gear right there. That's fine. Yeah, I don't know, man. All of these traffic mods I try, it just doesn't seem like you get enough traffic. It really doesn't. They tell you that it's going to add this and that, but I don't know. It looks pretty desolate and normal to me. I don't know. That's okay. But anywho, my last American Truck Sim video I did, I was driving the Greyhound bus. Now, that was a mod on a Patreon, and people had mixed opinions on it, which I figured would be the case. But I want to let you know, if you do think about joining that Patreon, they have it set up to where if you cancel right away, you cannot access anything on that Patreon any longer, even though you paid it. So even if you just paid the $20 or whatever, and you go, oh, I want to cancel so I don't forget in a month, because I'm probably not going to come back for a couple months to see if this has been updated. And you're locked out. So I don't know why Patreon creators do that. Maybe it's a way to force people into their subscription plan, but man, that is just not good. So I can't recommend that. I really can't. I can't even go back and get updated files if I need to within the month I paid for. So I'm completely locked out of it, and I'm not going to throw another 20 at it. But I wanted to let you know in case you were interested in that mod, beware. But I digress. I am still working on my GTA 6 video, and I currently have the script about half done or so. I keep finding new things that I want to add. That's what's taking so long for that video to come out. But, you know, I've seen a lot of people out there talking about how they're not happy with the marketing of GTA 6 and how it's abysmal and all this. And we just got 60 screenshots not too long ago. And the thing is we knew they were going to market this game totally different than things we've seen before from them. So to me, it's not really weird or anything. I mean, the game is, what, 3 months away? So it's very possible maybe there is no trailer 3. And that's fine. They never said, hey, stay tuned for trailer 3, you know? That's just all on us for thinking that there will be one. They could very well just do a couple trailers and then do a gameplay trailer right before the release. And if they're hiding something big from all of us, I'm all for it. You know, if they have like a third city that they just don't want anybody to know about, there you go. I'm okay with that. Either way, we're getting the game in 3 months, and not to mention that this upcoming week is the investor call. So we're going to hear something. Maybe we'll get a trailer. Maybe we'll get more, you know, information, screenshots. I don't know. But I also wanted to let you know what you can expect from me as far as content release when it comes to GTA 6. Because when GTA 6 comes out, I plan on hiding away from the world, hiding from social media, and I will just straight up play that game until I beat it. That's what I plan on doing. Kind of how I did with GTA 5, you know, and Red Dead. Because Red Dead, I actually recorded the entire series, but I was not paying attention to anything on social media. I just don't want it ruined, you know, and that's the internet. People love ruining things for people. So I'm not going to let that happen to me. Nuh-uh. I don't think so. But once I get an idea of, you know, what's going on in the landscape of GTA 6, then I'll start making videos on it. I don't need to be the first one to put a video out on this or that. And it's going to be so saturated with the amount of people that are doing that. Oh, my God. Somebody got in a crash. Yeah, that's not good, buddy. That, you know, I don't need to be, like, first to anything. But when I am ready to make content on the game, that's when I will hop in there and, you know, do some flying in, do some boating, all sorts of stuff. You know, whenever GTA Online brings that map into it, then we'll be making content on that. So rest assured, there will be plenty of things to do. I am certain of that. But besides GTA 6, I'm pretty stoked for NASCAR 26 that is releasing here in about a month and a half. And they're adding the new dynamic tracks. I think that's pretty cool. All right, buddy, I'm going to get over here in this lane here. He's kind of just slowing down, hitting the brakes randomly. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. We're on an external contract here, so that's the reason why we're governed at 65, if you're wondering. We can't go any faster than that. Kind of like a true company driver, you know? That's governed. Oh, can we stay out on the road? No, we cannot. All right. We're slowing down. Don't worry about it. way down here. Pass the inspection. All right, we're good. Well, there's those clouds moving real fast. I'm gonna roll my window up here on both sides. Big truck I'm getting on the highway and let me on? I think he's going to. There we go. Fort Collins, quarter mile, Cheyenne, yep. This is the way we want to go. I don't know what's causing those clouds to move that fast between different transitions. I mean, it'll stop here in a minute, but it's just weird when it's happening. Very strange stuff. $75. Oh, don't we wish. Don't we wish. Almost the state line anyway. We'll put that away. I don't need those on anymore. Yeah, we got 4% damage on this truck. Not bad enough. We need to take it in and get it serviced. Otherwise, you know, they complain at you when you go into the weigh stations. I think there's another weigh station on this route that we're going right now. If memory serves, that was not the last one. We'll see if that's the case. But yeah, before we got interrupted by that weigh station there, I think there's an agriculture station here in Wyoming, isn't there? That's Wyoming right there. But before we got rudely interrupted there by the Sky King fireworks, yeah, they have dynamic tracks this time around in NASCAR 26, meaning that, you know, rubber gets laid down, it changes the groove on the tracks on longer races. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I see the scale thing up there on the phone. By the way, that phone, I know we're getting on these tangents, but that phone there, a lot of people ask me where I got that from. That's just a default DLC from SCS from a long time ago. We're going to have to pull in here, aren't we? No, we can bypass. Unbelievable. Oh, little kissel. And thank you. With that being said, I think it's going to be awesome to have dynamic tracks in a NASCAR game like that on a, you know, a game instead of like iRacing. Because in iRacing it was really, really cool. It changes the way the racing goes. So I'm looking forward to that. The lighting looks a lot better. Graphics look a lot better. A lot of improvements have been made. The UI looks sharp. Like, I'm looking forward to that game. Be interested to know what game you're excited about the most this year besides GTA 6. I mean, that's a given. Let me know in the comments below. One thing we haven't heard anything from this year is Road Kings. I was really hoping we would get Road Kings a lot earlier, and so far nothing. So I don't know when we're going to expect any details on that game. It looks awesome. I'm excited for it. And Saber's also making a rideshare simulator, which is kind of like an Uber driver thing. Saber's been on a roll with games lately, man. All right, let's get on the highway here. Let's keep it in 8. 8 low for now. That works for me. Got the Motel 6 up here on the right-hand side. Close all traffic, must exit when flashing. Well, good thing it's not. Yeah, really looking forward to Road Kings. That was going to hold me over to GTA 6, but now we just don't have any games really holding us over besides, I don't know, like NASCAR is coming out, covering that, and then before you know it, GTA 6 will be here. Now, a lot of people were telling me in my recent LSPDFR video that GTA 6 isn't going to come out on PC for blah, blah, blah amount of time, but I won't be playing GTA 5 when GTA 6 is out. It'll be dead to me like, GTA 4 was. And a lot of people told me before when I was doing LSPDFR, don't go over to 5, whatever. They had a lot to say about it, but they were absolutely wrong because once I moved over to 5, everybody else did. Nobody thought about it. So it's a non-issue. Look at that over there. It's like we're in Nebraska here. I see that with that big old statue over there. It's interesting. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. Don't think so. All right. By the way, I can't get these mirrors to stay where I want them to. They always reset when I close the UI. So that's the reason why those are all screwed up looking. I wish I could fix it, but what are you gonna do? But yeah, with LSPDFR, I just started being a little more goofy and laid back with it. That's what I want to do with the series, not be so... Okay, we got something happening here. What are we doing, y'all? We are coming to a stop. Yes, we are. Because somebody did something stupid. I'm wondering if it's a... No, we're going to find out if our actual lane is closed, which I think it is. Yeah, it looks like it is. We need to come over, bud. Oh, that's a cool looking truck, though. That Ram. We need to come over here. They are not wanting to let us over either. They're such jerks. You are such jerks. What about you, big truck? Nothing? Nope. Won't let us over. Yep, it's the end of a police pursuit, it looks like. Alright, nobody's letting us over. Nice. Nobody gonna let us over? Nope, they just don't care about us at all. I'm gonna force my way over. This is ridiculous. Come on, guys. Wow. Unbelievable. That was ridiculous. All right, well, we got around it. That's all that matters. But going back to LSPDFR, yep. I'm just gonna have a fun time with it. A little more relaxed, goofy with it. But once GTA 6 is out, man, I'm going to be playing it on console, recording it on console. I will not be playing GTA 5. I'm just going to let you know that right now. Car, I'm getting a... Nope. Just don't want to do it. This dude was getting on the highway at like 20 miles an hour, so... Holy crap. We're already having to be on our toes with this traffic mod, aren't we? I like it. I don't understand the name of it was like rush hour, or like it was like the heaviest traffic option they had, and I'm just not seeing it. So I don't know. Looks like it's gonna rain. Feels like it's gonna rain here in a minute. But yes, I'm very excited for that. It's gonna be awesome. But Road Kings, man, I'm really disappointed. We got nothing this year so far from them. No progress, no release date, nothing. crack the windows here a little bit. It's a very pleasant drive, I'll say that. All right, Sidney, Bridgeport, 1 mile. This is our exit up here. I think we slowed down a little too early there. My bad. We're slowing down. We're slowing down. Western Nebraska Community College. Turn this Jake brake down, man. It was way too high. There we go. That's a lot better. Perfect. All right, we're going left here. There's a Western Star dealership right there. I saw Jon Ruda's making another truck right now, and it is a Western Star. That looks pretty cool. That guy... Oh, we got a truck coming this way. Yeah, we're going to be here for a minute, it looks like. Trying to make this left. Beautiful. Yeah, the school bus, they're going to slow. After this car, we're good. Nope, school bus. Okay, after this car, we're all right. Stay in this lane for now. So I'm not sure where they want us to go, but it looks like it's going to be on the left-hand side eventually. From what I'm seeing here. What are we so backed up for here? I'm not sure. Let's roll our windows all the way down. Ah, that lane's closed. That's what it is. All right. Yeah, this is going to take a minute. I've been flying the A220 a lot recently, the Synaptic I&I Builds A220 that came out. That's been a lot of fun on my Fabian Live channel. But that airplane, man, it's got a learning curve, that's for certain. Got through our gears. Just listen to that beautiful sound of the Detroit diesel engine. Like everybody else has the same idea, so Okay. So yeah, we did this video today. I'm getting this lane anyway. Without a wheel cam. And let me know if you want to see more videos without a wheel cam. If you like the wheel cam. I never really know. Just kind of assume. All right. Well, I guess we're just going in here because, yep, that works for me. It's this place right here. Why are we not in gear here? Oh, we're supposed to be in third. There we go. Open sesame. Where are we going now? Well, it helps put it in gear, I suppose, doesn't it? Right back here on the left. Cardboard brown pan. Yep. All right. Where do you want this trailer at, y'all? Down there? Looks like it's down there in that yard, doesn't it? Okay. And it makes sense. We're taking all this recycled stuff we don't need from Walmart to here. There's a train. Okay, it's gonna be the one down here in the corner, isn't it? And it's a blind back. Oh yeah, it is. It's that one right down there. We have to blind back this thing in. Alright, well. Wasn't expecting that, but we're gonna do it. That's probably a decent setup there. Get it pointed in the right direction, but we just can't see anything. Actually, we're gonna get out and look. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, we're not even remotely pointed at the right spot, so we have to continue. This is a this is a little obnoxious. All right, there we go. Trying to use my convex mirror there. That's our best friend right now. Now we get this thing pointed in the right direction. But we have this trailer on our left here. If we just crank this thing over, we're going to be in a good spot. Like that. And then all the way over. Although we have this other trailer on our left here. I can't see if we're in that spot or not. Kind of looks like we are. From what I see on the nose mirror. Oh, this is really tough to tell. All right, let's get out and look. Yeah, I mean, we need to... I think we can make it without smacking that. We're so close we can commit to that without hitting it, and we'll be good. It's just going to be really tough to get it straight again. No, I think we're... Okay, yeah, I see where we're at here now. Let's pull it out this way. Kind of like this. This should not have been this difficult, but man, blind backs are. They're not easy. They're not supposed to be easy. Trying to get this thing to turn that way. It would have been better if we could have moved our tandems, but by the way, I've been trying to get it to where you can, you know, change the tandems, but it's always grayed out. I can never change it on my trailers. So I don't know why that is. Feels like we're in the spot, but I can't tell. It's green. Okay, so we have to go a little bit more to the right here. Yeah. We're almost there. Almost there. But not Not good enough for me. Okay. All right. That's actually much better. Although when I have the windows rolled down, it's like the lighting's a little blown out. Hard to see. There we go. Nice and easy. There we go. I don't think this is a dock you can bump either. We're gonna get out and look though. Yeah, not a dock we want to bump. But yeah, it makes sense why we had such a bad time getting this thing back in this spot, because this thing is actually at an angle where we're dropping. It's not straight on. Okay, we got an excellent. We drove 369 miles, an hour and 18 minutes, 56.5 gallons of fuel consumed. And that's another World of Trucks contract completed. And looking at my mods, as you can see right here, this is the Real Roads AI Traffic Heavy Rush Hour Traffic for ATS. I don't think we saw anything like that here today in the video. So if you know what is going on with that, let me know, and I'll see you next time. Take care.